So there we go. Wales have done it. 29 points to 28 in the end against Australia. It was dramatic, wasn't it? It was very dramatic. Not the greatest performance by any stretch of the imagination, but Wales winning this one by 29 points to 28. Here's my reaction and my quick review to this one. If you do go on to enjoy, please do hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments and leave a like. To be honest, Australia probably deserved more from this one. They started the better team, they held possession really well, and they got an early try through Kellaway, who got over after some lovely work from Paisami with a kick, who had a fantastic game in the centre for the Aussies. And Wales really struggling to get hold of early possession, but the big moment in the game, many of you would have already seen, the red card situation with Valentini on Adam Beard, 100% a red card, contact to the head. No mitigating factors, and absolutely red card. And the second time on the bounce, we're seeing Wales have a player from the opposition sent off for a dangerous tackle. And I think Valentini really accepted it, and he was just like, well, it is a red, there's no denying that. Wales would then push on from there. Kurtley Beale got a yellow card as well for a deliberate knock-on, which again was the correct decision in my opinion. And it was a tough one, really, because it was very similar to what happened with Fiji last week, where we had the ball, we were playing pretty okay in phases, but really lacking creativity. And that was truly, for me, the story of the match today. We just lacked that creativity and that ability to create something and to have patterns that worked. We seemed very predictable, but we would get a try. Ryan Elias, again, the try off the line out, noticing that we had the spare man, no fullback covering there because Kurtley Beale was in the bin. Thomas Williams pots it back to Ryan Elias off the line out, and he goes in the corner. And another try for Ryan Elias, who is really claiming that hooker jersey with Ken Owens out injured. So good to see him score. At half time, then it was 16 points to 13 to Wales. We'd kicked a few penalties. Australia kicking penalties of their own. In the second half, though, it really did kick off once again. Nick Tompkins getting a try for Wales, and well, let's just say everyone stopped except for Nick Tompkins. Wales, on the defence, Australia with the ball in hand, going through the passes, the ball comes out, Kurtley Beale back on the field now, tries to play a pass out, Nick Tompkins charges it down with his hand, referee says it's gone backwards. I'm not sure. It's a tough one, like, if they'd said knock on, then I think you have to look at potentially a deliberate knock on, but it probably was just about the right decision. But everyone stops. Referee shouts, it's gone backwards for me. They check on the TMO, but everyone stopped playing. And Nick Tompkins runs in and scores under the post, who offensively I thought had a good game today, but defensively, a few question marks. But Wales there really beginning to look like they could potentially pull away with the extra man. But then a moment of just absolute madness from replacement prop Gareth Thomas. Goes for the clear out, the breakdown, leads with the arm, and hits the man straight on in the head. And there really is just no mitigating factor. There's no reason for him to be going in like that. And we get a man sent to the bin, and it's 14 men apiece. And all of a sudden, it's looking pretty difficult for us, isn't it? And we were struggling with 15 against 14, and now I've got to say we were really up against it at 14 apiece. And Australia decided to play some sublime rugby. First try for Nick White. Under the post, he went after some really good work again by Paisami, who's incredible. Kurtley Beale breaking the defensive line, first of all, playing into Paisami, and as any good scrum half does, Nick White offers a brilliant support line, and he goes under the post. While then, Philip Dongunu scores a fantastic try for Australia there. A great finish. Once again, brilliant footwork from Paisami, who was incredible today. Really great footwork. And then Australia go through the phases, get it out to the corner, and they score. And James O'Connor actually misses the conversion. So Wales are leading 26 points to 25. And there's about 2 minutes to go. And for some reason, we decide to try and play out from our own half while we're leading with 2 minutes to go. I have no idea why we're trying to do this, but we do. And we gave up a penalty just on the halfway line. And Kurtley Beale steps up and slots it over to potentially break Welsh hearts again, to make it 28 points to 26. But I just didn't get the whole idea of trying to play out from our own half there. It made no sense to try and do that. Play the territory. Understand what position we are in the game. Australia are not going to go from their own 22 and score. It's so unlikely. and we're just giving the ref so much options to then just go and be able to just take that. It is pretty poor from us, really. But we do get a penalty in the end. We actually do really well to get into that position. And Priestland slots the penalty over to win the game. 29 points to 28. How would I summarise the game? Frustrating. Frustrating. Happy to get the win. 2 wins out of 2 on this autumn. I think that's what most people would have expected. The performance is concerning. The lack of identity and the lack of creativity is an issue, I think. And it's certainly something that needs to be looked at from the management. But it's a win. We have to take that for sure. The players just look scared to me. Confused and not sure how to play the game out. But it's a win. We have to take it. But as always, do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this one. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed and subscribe. I'll see you soon here on BS Rugby.